everyone. Welcome back to another episode of yours truly, Trisha. Today, I'm sharing with you some of my hot takes, some of the things that might not have gone so smoothly when I told my friends or my family. Yeah, so let's get to it. First and foremost, I never took my husband's last name. And he at first was a little bit taken back by it, but after that, we just let it go. It didn't even become a thing. He has never brought it up since. So I kept my last name. The girls, my daughters have his last name. So traditionally, yes, my parents were like, you should take his last name. That's just how it goes. And I just said no. And that was it. Why did I keep my last name? That's a great question. I actually liked my last name. And yeah, I just felt like it was part of my identity. And I had it for more than 20 years of my life at the time when I had gotten married. And I thought, why do I have to change it? It's who I am. And also, it was like a huge process to change it and cost a lot of money and took a lot of time. So I said, you know what, I'm keeping my last name. And that was it. End of story. So yeah, for those of you who have changed your last name, not trying to knock you, I'm just saying I kept mine. Speaking of keeping last names and getting married, I actually had no kids at our wedding, which didn't go over so well with a lot of my aunts and uncles and some of my cousins who had kids. But they understood, and they had a great time because they were able to have drinks and not have to worry about their little ones running around. We did have our flower girl and our ring bearer at our wedding, but yeah, there was no kids. So that I think was very non-traditional of us, especially both being Filipino. So that was very different for our family. Let's talk coffee. I have one coffee a day, and I've been having my coffee black from the day I started drinking coffee. And I think my hot take is that coffee just tastes way better without sugar or milk. Yeah, don't get mad. It's true. It really is. If you have good coffee, it tastes good black. I will always have my coffee black. This one is, I think this is common knowledge, but being busy doesn't always mean being productive. But yeah, I'm guilty of just being busy. And then I get to the end of the day and I'm like, man, what the heck did I actually do? So yes, being busy doesn't mean being productive. So slow down. Take your time, write a to-do list, and really get productive. Okay, so I'm talking to all you introverts out there. Just like me, I'm an introvert. I would consider myself an introvert. It doesn't mean that we're antisocial, because I am actually quite social. And I would say I can be an extrovert when I'm around people I love and around people I'm very comfortable with. But yeah, when I tell people I'm introverted, they're like, no, that means you're antisocial. You don't want to do things, but I see you doing things all the time. But listen, I can go to events. I'm totally happy and fine going to events. I like my alone time and I need that me time. And it takes me a little bit more time to get comfortable and to get warm when I'm at outings. Okay, this is one that I learned later in life and I really embrace later in life, is that you can still be spiritual without being religious. I was raised Catholic, so was my husband. We don't go to church as often as we did before, but we pray every single day. I do believe in a higher God. Our girls pray. We did get them baptized, and Harper did get her first communion, but I wouldn't say we're really religious, but I would say I'm very spiritual. All right, so for those of you who have asked me, and it does get asked if I'm having another baby, no, I am not. But I have to say I am totally okay. I think it's totally fine for women to have babies later in life. Look at Janet Jackson, Alyssa Milano, Hilary Swank, 48, had twins. So yes, it's totally okay. I think it's more than okay. And I think our society has really put so much pressure on women to have babies early in life, and to be called a geriatric pregnant woman after 35 is pretty ridiculous. So yes, ladies, if you're going to have a baby, go for it. If you can do it and you want to do it. Let's talk love. Long distance relationships, I believe they work. And we're living proof that it did work. We were long distance for a few years before he moved back to Toronto, and it works. I think it just requires a ton of trust, a lot of communication. We were on the phone every single day, and yeah, it made being together that much sweeter. Okay, the pressure to love your job is so unrealistic. It's actually hilarious because people believe that they're supposed to be in this job that they love every single day. And the truth is that our job doesn't define us. And we can do a job just fine, 9 to 5 if you have to, and that doesn't make you who you are. That pressure is completely unrealistic. So let it go and remember that it does not define you. Oh, I got a good one. You don't have to move to the suburbs when you have kids. Listen, we got such slack from our parents because they said you have to raise a family in the suburbs, you got to move out of the city. But here we are in our little city home, totally fine. Yeah, we don't have a backyard. Our rooms are not massive. We don't have a living room and a dining room. We make it work and our kids are just fine. So yes, you can live in the city. You don't have to move to the burbs. Okay, don't kill me for this one, but I think gender reveal parties are a little bit unnecessary. I just think it's just a lot. And I think they're cute. And I'm not gonna lie, I do watch them on Instagram when they come up. Would I do it? Would I do it now if I were gonna? No. I think also we never found out the gender of our babies when I was pregnant, but I just think they're a little, yeah, out there. Not my thing. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for those of you who had a gender reveal party. Okay, let's talk naps, because naps should totally be normalized during the day for adults, not just babies. I mean, like, babies get to do it. Why can't we do it? I think it should be a thing that is incorporated into our day, into our work day. Let's like normalize naps, shall we? I'm down. I think we'd be way more productive, less busy, more productive. So yeah, I'm all about normalizing naps. Okay, here's one for you. And this is coming from someone who graduated from University of Toronto. I really don't think you need a college degree to be successful. However, I do believe strongly that going to university or college is so important for critical thinking, for discipline, for learning that you can complete a task and reach your goals. And I think it's so important. However, you don't have to go to college. But yes, I love my kids to go to college. Yes, because I think it's a very important part of them growing as a person to learn life skills. So those are my hot takes. I'm sure there's so many more. Another hot take is you don't have to follow the traditional corporate job to make money and to make a living and to be happy. I think, like I said before, what we do doesn't define us. So here I am later in life doing what I love. And I guess that's another one too, is that you can start anything later in life and you don't have to be young, and you're never too old to start something new and to try something different. So yeah, with that said, I hope you take a chance on you. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.